Hey guys, did someone say KFC? Anyway, this is my round one team. I did work quite hard to get to where it was, but unfortunately, things didn't go extremely well for me here. Uh, at the start, one thing I did get right is the rookies on the field. So I actually worked quite hard to make sure I get my rookies right. We will have to get a few more rookies, but at least I got my rookies right on the field, majority of it, apart from one point from Hollands over Ashcroft, and I complain about that too much. But we'll delve into the team. Stuart got 18, is injured. Rumor is 3 to 4 weeks. It's not an ACL. It's a medial or something medial. It's something like that. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's a malignant, something like that. Doherty 108 and Ridley. Funny enough, right? So originally I had Sicily, but when I saw Stuart go down, I go, oh crap! I have to get rid of Sicily and change to Ridley. So this was a last minute change. This was like after the Geelong game. Holy crap! All right, and so I just downgraded to Ridley, knowing this the following week, I was going to downgrade Stewart and Ridley to make extra coins. So instead of waiting 1 week, I did it quickly and then just on the spot made that tough decision. I went Ridley, and I think I lost 1 point for doing that because I think Sicily scored just slightly more. Jones only 5, but everyone's got Jones. Not everyone had Stewart. Gimby got 85, which really happy with, and Constable 56. So wasn't too bad with those guys. The backline was very good, apart from Stewart and Jones, obviously. So that really hurt my score. Wilmot got 51. Cohen got 38. So what I'll probably do is trade out Stewart in the backline. I'm probably going to go Rioli. And I was going to go Ryan, but I want to make sure, Ryan got 160 plus. So I need to make sure I can get Butters from 5. So that'll be the changes anyway. Botapelli, 107. Got my VC wrong as well, because I tried to do VC for Doherty. I've told you guys in the past, I like to get my VC done out of the way, and that was Thursday night, but unfortunately it didn't work for us. Because I've seen Doherty score about 140, 150 plus, especially around Richmond in the first round, so I actually went for that. It didn't work out our way. And yeah, McRae, he scored 106. He did cop a punch in the face from Pickett as well, which I'm not really happy about. You shouldn't be punching my guys, my Supercoach players. Still only 90. He started off really well. I thought he was going to bounce really hard, but yeah, unfortunately only 90. Kelly, yet again, I did pick him right. He was the main man. He was killing it. He was getting more Supercoach points than all the other guys. But he got a head clash and he got subbed out. And it looks like he's going to fail. He failed the concussion test. So that means he's probably going to be out next week as well. So I won't trade out Kelly only because of the fact that when he was playing, he had more possessions and he was in control of the game when he was playing. And so that's definitely our guy that we want. We were just unfortunate, and everyone that chose T Green is now happy. But hopefully when Kelly comes back, we can make them unhappy, and then Kelly can show us why we picked him. Walpole, very happy with 97. Hawks did terrible today, though. Callahan was one of the final adjustments I did as well. 101. Finn Callahan, 101. Very happy with that. Ashcroft, there was a part of me that didn't want Ashcroft. Only the fact that everyone else had Ashcroft in the side. I actually wanted to not have him at one stage. Just the fact that everyone had him. Maybe I could have made 100,000 somewhere else better. Mackenzie 93, everyone's pretty much got. Hollands did pretty well, 56. Baker 43, a little bit unfortunate with Baker. Not that happy with. Davey 58. Darcy and Marshall, they started off really slow. 96 and 80, very unhappy. I did have Wits and Gorn in one stage and English in my side for so many times. Then I did make more room, cash space. But it is only 1 week. People do have these off weeks as well, so they're not tradable at this stage. If they just have the one bad week, that's fine. You don't trade them out just because they have one bad week, because what are you going to do? You got to trade out people who have their bad week while you have you got to cop the bad week, but then you're going to miss out on all their lovely high scores later in the season. So there's no reason there's not panic stations there yet. Madden didn't play. Obviously, we got a loophole with Madden, but unfortunately, Doherty didn't hold up his bargain. We didn't slip him a $20 note. Dunkley and 108. We could have actually started with Cogs. I was thinking of starting with Cogs or Butters, just for that extra coin as well. But we started with Dunkley anyway. And Toronto 108, and his exposure, like his disposals were amazing. His efficiency wasn't great, but I think he's going to be a really good choice if you guys have got him. Wouldn't stress too much. He looks very good. They seem to be working through him as well. Seems to be a ball magnet. 5, what am I thinking? He's going to be a rage trade. 26, and he was -3 at the start of the game as well. Bruin, do want to trade out, but I've got other issues. First, he's got another week to decide whether or not I get rid of him. Flanders 64, but you know, Flanders still can bounce back, and he's only worth 200 and something thousand. And Sheasel, thank God I got him, 114. Green only 33, and Laurie injured. He got actually subbed out or something like that. He hit the red jacket. Not sure what happened to him. I think he got headbutted or something like that. So there'll be a few changes. I'll show you what I'm looking at doing. I'll show you on the screen. Have a quick look. Hopefully, oh, maybe it won't let me do it. Anyway, I was going to trade Stewart out to Rioli, and then I was going to go 5 to probably Butters, actually. I'm going to stick to my gut instinct because even Rioli did really well. That was my initial thought. Was going to be Rioli and Ridley, and then the last minute I went Stewart and Sicily with Doherty. But then, obviously, with Stewart going down, I went back to Ridley. And now I'm going to go Stewart to Rioli, and then I'm going to go 5 down to Butters. And then possibly just keep an eye out on a couple of guys. I mean, there was at one stage I was looking at Stoker. He was looking pretty good. The centre field in the midfield as well, that looks like he could be pretty good instead of Ashcroft. But it's way too early to get rid of some of these guys. But definitely 5 I'm going to get rid of. And Stewart. Only because of the fact that we could sub Stewart out, or we can downgrade Stewart to McKenna. I don't have McKenna, but one thing you need to think about too is anyone that's had, Hannah from Melbourne a couple of years ago, he scored 100 the first round. Everyone jumped on board. Well, the first game he played, everyone jumped on board, and then the next round he scored like 20. Or 30. And some of you guys will remember that because we're going, oh, we're going to make 200, 300,000. I think he ended up scoring, he still ended up making money, but yeah, it just shows you that you just got to be patient with some of these rookies and really see their second rounds and make sure they actually get, they actually get named for the third round that they play as well, because they can go really good first round, but not get voted, just not get put into the rest of the year. So they're not going to make any money if they don't get put back into the side. If they're not in the best 22, you could be just wasting a trade, and just something to think about there. But at the stage, just looking at just these injuries, probably looking at Jones next week, looking at McKenna, what he scores next week as well, looking at centre field, Rampy, probably another one maybe looking at, but Rampy seems to be very up and down. But anyone that chose Ryan early on, congratulations. But yeah, just no panic stations just yet. Just going to have a little bit of tweaks. Kelly's just going to be on the bench. We just have to cop that for a little bit. He'll be out next week as well. If he failed the concussion today, I think the rule is they have to be out next week as well. And then after that, we just have to deal with that and just move forward. But yeah. Yeah, and just wait for Bruin and Flanders to see what they do. Flanders 64 wasn't that bad. But Bruin for 300,000, we don't want 58, that's for sure. So he could be another one we're looking to get rid of. It all depends of what some of these guys score. We could actually downgrade Stewart to McKenna and then upgrade 5 to Butters. And then we could be looking at something like a downgrade to upgrade Bruin as well, and maybe get Gordon in. But I still expect some of these guys that are aged about 19 or 20, especially T Green and also Gordon as well. These players that are around 20 years old, they start strong and then they fade out towards the end of the season. It's all good and well that they score very high now, But towards the end of the season is when you really want them to score well. But if they're going to fade out, they're not going to be that great for us. But still, it doesn't. There's always exceptions to the rule. But that is one of my rules, and that's why I shouldn't have had Stewart. I actually broke my rule. He's too old to be in my side. I should have started off with Rioli and my gut instinct there. And it just happens. Sometimes we make mistakes. Obviously, we're only human. Another one's McRae, 106, but yeah, it's got the captaincy slightly wrong. So if you had a look at this, Stewart could have been, like instead of Stewart, could have got 100 other points. Then you're looking at about 1960, around 1960. If I went, the captaincy right, that's another 80. Then I'm already up to 2050. And then, yeah, after that, you could say Jones. If I had McKenna instead of Jones, then that's another 2100. So, you know what I mean? It's just slight tweaks that can just happen. The main thing is not because the ifs and R's, I should have done this, should have done that. It's more the fact that that's why it's not panic stations. I mean, we didn't get the captaincy right. Stuart was injured. So we lost a good 200 points there, I reckon. Just alone. And then we got Fife on the field as well. So once we get rid of Fife, and then we get the captaincy right, fix up Stuart, we're back in the top. So we're near the top, and then it should be good times then. But yeah, congratulations guys to the guys that scored very good. And yeah, this first round was a doozy. I was stressed the whole time. I actually worked very hard to get the rookies right towards the end. I was like really nitpicking. Probably got a bit lazy with my with the captaincies though. So with the captaincies, I saw that they scored well the first round last year, so I went and picked them anyway this year. But we didn't really have any huge scores in our team, so we couldn't have got the captaincy right regardless, unless we picked Sheasel for us a captain. But that's no chance there, But yeah, it's funny that. But we spent right to the last minute of right before round like the first game, just to get the rookies right and the rookies on the field. And yeah, we were very good there. But yeah, just a few tweaks here just need to be done with Fife. A little bit dirty with Fife. Still a bit scared of the rucks actually. But at this stage, you've got to hold on tight with them. But Stewart's going to go because we can't afford to hold on to him. The question is, do we downgrade or do we just go Rioli and then fix up Fife to Butters? I mean, that will look pretty good. Thanks, guys, and good luck, guys. And we're in dire straits at the moment with some of these scores. So, but yeah, some of you guys have scored very good so far. We've got some work to do to catch up to the pack, but not too much work. Like I said, we don't need to stress too much. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.